Since 2019, do you guys want to guess the 3 players with the most 3-point makes in the NBA? Number 3 is Damian Lillard. Number 2 might surprise you, it's Stephen Curry. And number 1 is his newest teammate, Buddy Hield. The Golden State Warriors lost Klay Thompson, as we all know, and no one will ever replace Klay Thompson, but if you were trying to replace him, Buddy Hield would be the perfect option.
Not the case in the second. Sixers taking advantage. Hield, is he feeling it? Yes, sir!
Buddy ball from deep.
Hield from deep. Splash!
Farm over the top to Buddy. Working on Bogey. He fires the 3. He connects! Incredible shot making.
Up top to Hield. Hield puts up a 3. Bang! Buddy Hield from way downtown.
And the Warriors got him for a bag of chips. And in 6 months' time, we're going to look back on this deal and wonder how on earth did the Golden State Warriors get Buddy Hield for absolutely nothing? How many players have you seen bring the ball up the floor in transition, casually size up his defender, and step back into a 3, with no teammates in support? To some, that might be irrational confidence, but when you are one of the greatest shooters ever, it makes sense. Or how about this play in transition, where Maxey brings the ball up the floor and watch Buddy just casually walk into a 28-foot 3 and drill it in the face of Damian Lillard. Even Hubie Brown couldn't believe it. And then, like any great shooter, you can give him the ball and he can make something work, like this pull-up 3 in the face of Tyler Hero. Now, if you were to just look at Buddy Hield's stats from last year, you might think the reason the Dubs got him at such a low price is that he's regressed. But do we really think that one of the best shooters in NBA history has just suddenly forgot how to play basketball at only 31 years old? The same guy who, by the way, in Olympic qualifiers over his last 2 games against good competition in Poland and Finland had 24 points against Finland and then 17 points and 10 assists against Poland. I know some people don't care about international basketball, but I'm telling you guys, those are impressive numbers, and they're much closer to the numbers he put up prior to last year, where he averaged 18 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists on 43% from the field, 40% from 3 from 2019 to 2023. If the Dubs get that version of Buddy, then this will be an absolute steal. And I'm inclined to believe that it's more likely the 6-year sample size of him being a 17 to 18 point per game scorer is more accurate than the 1-year sample size where he played for 2 different teams. Now, regardless of what he averages, his shooting is always going to be a threat, because similar to Klay and Steph, Buddy is someone that doesn't need any time to get his shot off. Just look at this play with Nembhard in trouble and the shot clock winding down. He kicks it out to Buddy, and look at the one-hand grab effortlessly bringing the ball into his shooting pocket before hitting the deep 3. Or in this play where he slips the screen and he's able to so effortlessly reposition himself for the 3. And those are the kind of plays that Steph Curry and Brandon Podziemski are going to feast off, having Buddy Hield set those screens and then flare out to the wing. And whilst Buddy might not have a crazy bag where he's going to snap people's ankles, he's so good at using his dribbling ability to create just enough separation to get a shot off. Like here where he's backing it out against Beauchamp and it's that quick cross into a step back 3. Or here where he gets the handoff, Anthony flies out at him so it's a quick pump fake and he adjusts his feet effortlessly for the 3. Most of the time, it's not even about his handle, it's all about his footwork, which is just so smooth, with his ability to shift his hips and take quick steps to the side or quickly pump fake and then reposition himself to shoot when a defender closes out on him too aggressively. Guys, you don't become one of the greatest shooters of all time without having a number of different counters for what the defense throws at you. And one thing about Buddy that is really similar to Klay is how much he loves to shoot in transition. Once that board is collected, he will sprint to the corners and fire once the ball touches his hands, which is actually a really important skill, because not only does he give you an efficient transition option, but Warriors fans know this more than anyone, that having an elite shooter on the wing in a transition situation opens up the floor for the player with the ball. Just look at what he can do in transition. He runs to the corner initially to provide spacing before running towards the ball and immediately getting into a step back three off the catch. You also see the gravity that he has just from his movement, like here where he comes off a screen to get the ball on the move, giving it back to Brown, and just that little brush screen freezes McDaniels, allowing Brown to get downhill. Or in this play where he gives it up to Toppin, and the Clippers are expecting Buddy to come around for the handoff, so Obi just strolls into the empty space for the dunk. And speaking of gravity, all Warriors fans would remember that Klay Thompson would consistently use his gravity to draw two men off pin downs or off movement and then find Trayce Jackson-Davis slipping to the rim. Buddy Hield has that same ability to draw two defenders off screens and then find his big man rolling to the rim. Tell me this play right here isn't Warriors type of basketball. He starts with the ball out top against the defender. He gives it up to Nembhard, relocates to the wing, and with Smith setting the screen, both defenders fly out at him and it's an effortless bounce pass. Or here where Smith sets the screen off the ball again and both defenders stay attached to him, so it's an easy slip pass. What makes him such a perfect fit is Trayce Jackson-Davis already spent a season learning exactly how to screen and roll for a player just like him. And that's huge, because my biggest concern about the Warriors was not just replacing Klay's shooting, but the playmaking that comes from being such a great shooter and off-ball mover. It's one thing to be a spot-up corner shooter and knock down your threes, but Klay Thompson and Buddy Hield are completely different to that. And whilst he's not Klay Thompson, offensively, he's about as close as you could possibly get. And it's not just about making the right pass either, but if defenders fly out at him, he's capable of putting the ball on the floor like this really nice move where he sizes up his defender, spins inside, and then it's a great finish. Overall, Buddy Hield is just a Warriors type of player. It reminds me of when the Dubs signed Donte DiVincenzo after he had a couple of poor seasons, and the opinion on him was low, but playing in the Warriors system alongside Steph and Dre allowed him to rediscover that form and play to his strengths, even mentioning how Steph helped him take that next step as a shooter. And Buddy seems to recognize that the Warriors could do the same for him, with Shams reporting this. Hield chose the Warriors because of the opportunity to win over other interested suitors, including the Detroit Pistons and the Los Angeles Lakers. This tells me what we already know. He could have gone to Detroit and got up 15 shots a night or chilled in LA, but he realizes from a basketball perspective, he's going to a team that already knows how to use him better than any other team in NBA history, and the Warriors got him for absolutely nothing. Shout out Mike Dunleavy Jr. Now, if you did make it all the way to the end of the video and want to see more content like this all throughout the off-season and going forward, consider subscribing. It's free. Either way, have a nice day. Bye.